Steady now.
They say the key to failure is trying to please everyone, and this fate perhaps befell Transformers: Rise of the Dark Spark. Part sequel to the warmly received Cybertron games, part tie-in to the then recent Age of Extinction movie, this effort from Edge of Reality unfortunately ends up being all mediocre. This uninspired entry lacks an involving campaign or a coherent story, as well as any improvements to the formula established by the likes of War for Cybertron. Even die-hard fans of the iconic transforming robots could likely pass on this one. Taking place before Fall of Cybertron and the Age of Extinction, the plot involves the titular Darkspark, an object of immense power. At the start, it falls into the hands of Lockdown on Earth. Only to jump back in time to the Cybertron continuity to explain the discovery of this relic, the climactic battle for it, and how it landed on Earth. If you're thinking that sounds a touch jumbled, you'd be right. The lack of care taken with cutscenes, direction, or dialogue leaves the plot feeling like a rushed, incoherent hack job that crams in the tie-in to the summer blockbuster released around the same time, reeking of publisher interference.
Nothing's ever this easy, Sideswipe. Here we are. The vault is open. What the? Autobots! They have the Darkspark. Quickly, stop them.
This rushed quality applies to the campaign itself. It's really a game of two halves, as more spacious and attractive Cybertron levels collide with blandly designed, ugly Earth levels. However, issues damage both sides of the campaign, including endlessly spawning enemies, frustrating escort quests, and a startling lack of checkpoints. Whereas other games utilise the license well, Darkspark feels like a pale imitation. Level design restricts focus towards plain shooting, reducing the importance of transforming into vehicles. Shooting proves functional if loose, driving works well, and transforming never gets old, but Edge of Reality never take advantage of these strengths and is content to shove endless goons at you until bullet sponge bosses make an appearance. There are some highlights, such as tearing through foes with Grimlock near the end of the campaign, but aside from that, this 6-hour campaign ends up being a bore. Considering Darkspark also marks the debut of the franchise on 8th gen consoles, it feels like the hardware has barely been taxed. Environments suffer from poor texturing and a lack of detail, less important robots look blocky, and animations look jittery. The only pluses are intricate main characters, some cool lighting that sees robots glow in the dark, and a stable frame rate for the most part.
Oh, what do we have here?
The audio mixes bland, deeply uninspired music with weak sound effects which are the equivalent of a poke in the rib, and a lot of lackluster voice acting.
Very good. Insecticons, leave us. Onward into the vault.
Some of the franchise stalwarts, such as Peter Cullen, do lend their talents, but the script they're reading is incredibly dull and leaves their performances wasted.
What's going on, Optimus?
We have just witnessed a dark legend come to life.
A few systems try to tie everything together, but this Transformers is a victim of circumstance. Every kill earns you XP, and both completion of challenges and levelling up rewards gearboxes, which drop new weapons, buffs, and upgrades. Distinctions reward considered play, level challenges gift bonuses, and you can even activate Prime Mode once you cap out at level 25. Previously, this all linked back to the co-op Escalation Mode, a Horde-style affair that allowed 4 players to shoot through 15 waves on a handful of maps, which were designed more carefully to allow experimentation with transformations. Unfortunately, in early 2020, the servers for this mode were shuttered by Activision, meaning most of these extras, and one of the saving graces of the game, are a moot point in hindsight. In the end, Transformers Rise of the Darkspark is a completely forgettable affair. In trying to please both Cybertron fans and those enamoured with the movie series, it ends up repelling both with a ropey and unenjoyable narrative. Lackluster level design, a completely flat presentation, and a general lack of care leave it looking out of place on the PS4, even back in 2014. Die-hard fans of the beloved series will struggle to glean much from this rushed tie-in, and unless your standards for third-person shooters are low, most can easily skip this one.
They will come to our aid when needed. Good luck.
Snipers, we can flank them through the cover on the left.